set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Michael Vick. Caught out left side by Robinson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, Vick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Jets are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
The tackle made.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
26 months. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
To try again after the sack. Vick got his man, Robbie Anderson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 19. Skate situation. Let's go. Hey,
Now here's Vick. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
6-yard line.
Vick to throw it. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Vick. And he's got it complete to Anderson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
26 months.
They'll throw again. Here's Vick. This is for his running back, Tomlinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Vick now. Buying time, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Sam Ficken.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7.
To kick off for the Jets.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From the 27, Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So here's Vic following the interception. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the run, it's Robinson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
At the 15-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 2nd down and 4. Vic, flush to his right. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He may try and run for this. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Jets. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
That's caught at the 3. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yep.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And Reed comes flying in from safety for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And his his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. They do snap it. Flacco now. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Vick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robinson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Vick. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Vick. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
1st down.
Flacco off play action. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That's into the hands of Edwards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. On the draw, this is Tomlinson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Flacco. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's third down.
They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Operating from the gun, Vick. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. From the gun, Vick. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Take over first down.
So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. They'll run on first down. Robinson. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. James Robinson, 47 yards. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Vic now from the 50. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. James. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll run it with Jackson. And losing yardage at the 10. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
At the Patriots' 48-yard line.
First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Tomlinson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
On the carry. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, LaDainian Tomlinson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Behind the line of
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Tomlinson. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just a quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Patriots 2-yard line.
Tomlinson. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, Most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They won't like...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Tomlinson, and a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run with LT. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and just 1. It's Flacco. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and goal at the 4.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Now it's Tomlinson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Tomlinson. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Tomlinson. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Tomlinson.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running, They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Tomlinson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired. And
that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On third down, Tomlinson. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Brings up 2nd.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And 4.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The Jets on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 4. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tomlinson.
7-yard line.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. With Damian Tomlinson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. On the run, this is Jackson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Tomlinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Number 21.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On 1st down, Tomlinson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
This will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here's Jackson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Ready for football now from sunny Wisconsin. And off we go from Lambeau. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a play fake here on first down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Rodgers. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. He's got daylight. Touchdown, Packers. Eric Ebron, 75 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Flacco and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at the 40.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
7-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Flacco. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. At the Packers' 42.
Flacco. Throw left side complete. It's Brady.
Flacco's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating off play action. Flacco. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
The 49-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And now a man who finished his career as a Jet, LaDainian Tomlinson. Past the 20. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 14-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll run. Tomlinson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. 1st down, New York.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Flacco. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Miller.
Flacco's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Flacco's throw there complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
First down, Jets.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Jets, nothing.
On first down, Flacco to the right side, complete to Miller. And I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds, and that does you no good.
On 2nd down now, Tomlinson. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Down and 11.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
26 Mike. Hey, 88.
To throw is Rodgers. Ebron with it over the middle. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
15-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, fighting off the defender. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold.
The stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Pulls it in at the 13. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Deion Sanders on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10. at their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Jets.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, George. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Play action, Flacco. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, Flacco once more. He finds Tomlinson, his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
Flacco will take to the air again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And a short kick taking it about the 16. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Matt Milano gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. They do snap it. Flacco now. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head scratch.
I've seen that play a couple of times already.
set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Yeah, they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone. But a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Flacco and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On play action, Prescott trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Play action now. Prescott. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
A gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. He's going to let one fly for Tate. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, 61 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Lions 14, Jets 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10 at their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
looking to throw again on 2nd down. Flacco. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. John Randall dropping the hammer.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. This is for his running back, Tomlinson. The Lions will use the first of their...